Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Defend Your Movie. I am one of your hosts, Sean Donnelly. I am really excited to be here with my co-host and my pal and my confidant and my just all-around good person. We did have a good hug before. Farrah Brooke, how are you, Farrah?
I'm fine. Feeling good now that I'm here. This early darkness thing. It gets to my head.
Starting to get now. It's the cusp of the daylight savings time, and you feel the effects.
It fucks with me hard.
What do you just get tired? What happens?
No, I get depressed. I get bummed out. I get out of work at 5 and it's pitch black. It's pitch black at 4:30. It's depressing.
That's seasonal affectiveness disorder.
Yeah, I definitely. I have all seasons affective disorder, but. It gets a little. It's a bummer. Why do we have to do this?
Is that why you went to Los Angeles for a little while?
Because I thought I would like the climate there.
You didn't.
I did at first, but after like 4 months, when the seasons never changed or nothing ever happened, it's always exactly the same every day.
Like
my body was like, "What the fuck?" Like I kind of missed the natural feeling of the changes that I grew up with.
Right, it felt like alien to you.
Beautiful Long Island, New York.
Beautiful Long Island. I was just in Long Island, New York. I did a gig.
Oh, you did a gig
at my high school? At your high school, yeah.
Did you see a picture of me framed outside the auditorium?
No, is there one?
Oh, of course there is, Sean.
Why didn't you tell me that before I went? I would have looked for it.
I honestly, I just thought of it. That would have been so funny. If
I think I was in the auditorium during the show. That's what the show was.
Yeah, you were. Of course. That's where I played all my big pots.
That's so funny. Pots?
My days in the theater.
There was a girls' dressing room and a guys' dressing room.
Yeah, the girls on the right.
Yep, absolutely.
If you're walking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did the show. There was my buddy Lenny Marcus, who's a super funny comic.
Who went to my high school.
Who went to your high school. And Jessica Curson. That was us.
Yeah, I was left off this lineup.
Well, you don't know them.
Well,
The school should have asked you think?
No, but you should tell Lenny Marcus who I am.
I will. He does. I think he knows who you are.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't the elite status to perform at Oceanside High School. I know where I stand, Lenny.
But yeah, it was a really, really nice high school.
Yeah?
We were talking.
Was it really nice?
It is nice.
Are you serious?
It's not bad.
It's like a trailer.
No, it's not. We were talking about when we were walking around, and this is true of all high schools. After 2 things happen when you leave high school. Immediately, I remember being like, "Oh, why did I care so much about what people thought of me in high school?" Like, it's like your whole universe. You care about every little thing.
Well, I guess some of us.
And then when you, I'm not as confident as Farrah Brooke. And then when you leave, you're like, "Oh, I don't give a shit." But then, also, this is totally true. When you go back to high school, it feels like you're on a set, like you're on a model set.
I would freak out to walk around my high school. Like, I'm not that girl. I never went back to visit the teachers. I've never been back in that school. It's just a dream in my head. And I'm not going to my 10-year reunion that's coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going. And I didn't want to go anyway, but now my family's going away for Thanksgiving, so I can't go anyway.
Oh, that works out perfectly.
It does. I didn't want to go, but I'm expected there.
I went to my 20 year, and I left. I was there for like an hour and a half, and I left.
That's a long time in my eyes. It's like $75, and it's like
a lot of people don't show up. I went to my 20, and a lot of people didn't show up.
I don't find myself wanting to. I really don't. I feel weird that I don't. I wish I had that feeling about it, and I always thought I would go.
You just don't give a shit.
I don't necessarily talk to those. I don't communicate with anyone from that school anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Well, the funny thing is, we did the show, and the show was not highly attended. So,
oh, really?
Well, no,
my sister was supposed to come.
But Lenny was like, "Oh, they never really are." It was enough people to have a show, and and they had a good time. It was a blast. Big auditorium. But it was great. But Lenny was like, "That's Oceanside. They just like don't come out for stuff."
No.
Yeah.
Like well, what was there? 20 people?
No, it was way more than that.
50.
I think it was like between 50 and 100.
When I was Millie and Thoroughly Modern Millie was sold out, but
Well, you're a draw. That's right. Yeah. You're a complete draw. Now listen, let's go to something.
I just really want to quickly read our Patreon subscribers' names. This is part of what they get with their exclusive $5 commitment.
Bum, bum, bum.
You pieces of shit. Just give us $5. What's the worst thing?
Well, let's say their names, and then let's push the Patreon.
I don't want to push it. Let's just celebrate those that already push it, and you can make up your own mind. So shout out to Seth Parmer. Sethy. We've got Jaime De Leon, our very active participant. Now we have Evan Curtis.
Very nice.
Curtis or Cordis? I'm not sure.
How's it spelled?
Courtis.
Cordis, I would say.
Evan.
I would think.
Hey, Evan.
I'm sure he'll hear and then tell us.
Please do tell us. Then we have Melanie Annalisa Hernandez.
Wow, that's a mouthful right there.
Yeah, and I might have said those words wrong.
I feel like she's royalty.
I think she is, and I'm grateful to have her.
Absolutely.
I think she's great. We have Russell Shepard, and then, of course, Cheryl Boglarski, Lee Kowarski,
Yeah, the skis, the back-to-back skis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What Farrah's talking about, it's our Patreon account. So if you want extra content from the show, we've been putting more and more up there.
Oh, it's
Go to
getting
Patreon.
wild over there.
It's getting nutsy. It's
I
like
don't want
Temptation
everybody
Island
to
over
sign
there.
up. I don't want you to sign up,
Farrah, don't be a hipster about the Patreon, okay?
Look, we get more personal on there. It's true.
We get way more.
Because I'm like, I know none of my friends are paying $5.
How about this? Yeah, right, exactly. So it's basically
it's a safe space.
It's Catholics call it the confessional booth. That's what it is. That's what Patreon is for you.
Yeah,
it's your confessional booth.
And one day, at least within the next year, you'll even get a T-shirt. I commit. By 2019, I will send the shirts.
Even if we just have to buy you, even if it's not a podcast T-shirt, and we just go to the Gap and get you a T-shirt, and then just send it to you. We're just sending you
We're committed to it. We are committed.
We're just sending you a Bruce Springsteen T-shirt.
Sure.
Just figure it out.
Is,
But what you're talking about, and you might not want people to sign up, but I do. Sign up for our Patreon. Patreon.com/Defend Your Movie. Let me get the plug out for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Defend Your Movie. Sign up. There's more of a community there. We're putting more and more content up there. We're putting videos from the podcast. We're putting extra episodes, mini episodes, regular, whatever it is. And then the more we get, let's build it up. Let's get things going. And don't give me a wrap it up.
It's
sign.
enough about it.
It's not enough about it. We're trying to get more people on it. We appreciate it a lot.
Want to be there. But
they have to know about it. There's might be people that just started listening that don't know about it. Need to know about it. There we go.
Sean, you're right. And you know what this brings me really quick. I want to get to the movie because I'm jacked up on this movie, but I do want to address a beef. So this is a Farrah Finally Sees It episode.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a Sean Finally Sees It episode. We're due for a Sean Finally Sees It.
We are.
And I'm just having to bring up, this is our second feud on this podcast, and a little bit of beef on behalf of our listeners on why you refuse to watch Titanic.
Here's the thing. I don't refuse to watch it. Do you know how much of a commitment?
Understand today's episode, it could have been Sean Finally Sees a Titanic. That was my vision. But Sean just cannot get it together to watch Titanic.
Yes, you can, of course, yeah.
Okay.
That's Alex.
Save that for Frank Connor, because he loves that movie.
Titanic?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm into that.
He will defend Titanic.
Yes.
But what if I like Titanic? A lot of people don't like
Sean
Titanic.
Finally Sees It.
Well, here's the thing.
It'll be good.
Let me give you my reasoning.
Yeah, please,
Today,
please.
what it is, it's Farrah Finally Sees It, Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense is like a 2-hour movie tops.
I watched it on Halloween.
Ooh. Now, to get back to the Titanic, that's a 3-hour plus movie.
Of 3 hours of pure bliss.
I told you, when I used to work at Blockbuster, it was like 2 or 3 cassette tapes, I'm pretty sure.
That's
how you know it's long.
It's awesome. You're telling me you don't have 3 hours?
I do. I get caught up. I have it, but then I have other stuff I have to do.
The only reason I'm going to give you a pass is because I want you to watch it when you want to watch it. I want you to watch it in a good setting. We've talked a lot on the podcast about experiencing the movie.
Yes.
And how you do it. So I want it to be like on a Saturday when you can shut off all the lights. It's raining outside. You put on your big TV. and you load up some hot young Leo DiCaprio action. Ooh, daddy!
That's the reason I watch it. It's just for hot young Leo DiCaprio.